Hello, I will give you guys a second to join. How are you guys doing today? I am outside at my home. I'll show you guys my backyard. I had to escape from the children today, or else they were going to crash it. That's my husband Smoker. He loves to cook. Our little woodshed over there. So, how many of you are ready for the new year? It's 3 days away. I'm not sure if you know that or not. But, hello, thank you for joining. New Year is only 3 days away. I'll go ahead and flip my camera. Alright, well, see the clothespin. We live out in the boonies, but we love it. Man, like I was just saying, the new year is 3 days away. We are literally knocking on the door. And this season is just filled with so much hope and dreams, and everybody is just excited and giddy a little bit. There's so many new things that people just look forward to. All of the what ifs. This could happen this year. This year I could do this. This year this could happen for us. And so it's so full of just that excitement and joy, and that's wonderful and that's great. But some of you may be looking like, what makes 3 days from today any different than today? What's the difference? And the truth is, there's none. There's not anything different. Every single day is what we make of it. So we get up every morning and we take our breath and we get to choose what today is going to be. We may start the day off terrible, but you know what? Each and every single breath that we take has the potential to be amazing and to turn things around and to be that new breath and that new thing. So there is nothing different. I'm going to swipe that up because I cannot see. There we go. So I was thinking about all of this, and then one of my favorite stories in the Bible is where Jesus and his disciples are walking down the road and they're hungry, and Jesus sees a fig tree, and so he walks up to it and it doesn't have any fruit on it. Well, then he curses it and the fig tree withers and dies. And I love that because it shows a little bit of the human side of Jesus as well as his power, and it shows us the power of words. That story is found in Matthew 21. And, sorry, there's all kinds of stuff. But, I love verse 21 and 22. It says, Jesus replied to the disciples, because the disciples were like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe he just did that. He just spoke and that tree died, like right in front of our eyes. What? And so he said, I tell you the truth. If you have faith and do not doubt, not only can you do what was done to this fig tree, but you can also say to this mountain, go throw yourself in the sea, and it will be done. If you believe, you will receive whatever you ask for in prayer. And so, yes, this new season is great and full of hope and excitement, but for some, it's full of doubt. Like, really, what's going to change for me this year? What's going to happen? Or for those of us who do feel the excitement and the hope of the new year, you know, we get a couple months into it, maybe a couple days into it, and we're like, seriously? And the doubt can set in. And I love that Jesus says several times in different parables, he's like, if you believe and you do not doubt, then this will happen. And he says in James 1 verse 6, it says, he who doubts is like a wave of sea blown and tossed by the wind. And that reminded me of Matthew chapter 14, where Peter is walking on the water with Jesus, and there's a storm around him, and he begins to look at the storm, and he takes his eyes off of Jesus, and he starts doubting, like, is this really happening? I mean, wouldn't you be thinking that too if you're walking on water with just at all with anybody, but especially with Jesus? Wouldn't you really be thinking, seriously? And then he begins to sink. And so doubt caused him to sink. And I love that because doubt has power, you guys. It has power to do two things. It has power to remove your focus from God. If you're focused on your doubt, you're not focused on God. You're not focused on the hopes and the dreams that he's given you. You're not focused on the plans that he has for your life. You're focused on everything else around you, everything that's going wrong. And it's psychologically proven that what we focus on and what we think about, what we set our minds on, that's what we're going to get. So let's change our focus a little bit. Let's get rid of that doubt. Doubt also, it takes you under. I mean, man, I don't know if you guys have ever had anything coming against you at all in life ever, and then you start doubting about it. And what? That's all you can think about. And it just feels like you cannot breathe. There's a weight on top of you. And you sound a lot like Psalm 69 verse 2. It says, I am in over my head, quicksand under me, swamp waters over me. I am going down for the third time. And there's no hope. It takes all of that away. But what I love is Jesus always comes back and he says, if you believe, doesn't matter if you've doubted, if you've been doubting your entire life up to this point right now, if you believe, then you will receive whatever you ask for in my name. And that's all we have to do. How we combat doubt? We believe. We have hope. We have faith. And that is something that can only be found in Jesus. So the challenge is for you guys to enjoy this year, enjoy these new beginnings, enjoy the breath that you're taking right now, and let that doubt go and hold on to belief. Find something to believe in. Go, get your notebooks out, your pens and your pencils, and you action plan. I love mind mapping. I might have to do a scope on mind mapping. I love it. If you don't know what it is, you should look it up and look up some how-tos on how to mind map. And we may possibly be doing a scope or something on that soon. So go get out a pen and paper and start writing down what your goals are, what are attainable, realistic, specific goals that you have, and then write down how you're going to get there. Write down all of your action steps and your plans to get there. And have faith in that. You have to develop your why. Why are you doing what you're doing every single day? Why is this important that you want to change this or that you want to make this better? So you guys go get that and plan it out. Develop your why. Have faith and hold on to it. You guys have a great day and Happy New Year, y'all.